You're teaching your silent to the rules. Tell me something I don't know. Man, I think in the game and the right big blues. Tell me something I don't know. Man, I put it on go for the sailing cruise. Tell me something I don't know. And man, stand by your side cause you got the juice. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. No, no. Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know.
Right, Dexter Hastings here from bbcolumn.com. I'm here with the man, Tom Hench. Tom, welcome to Fightden, mate.
Yes, thanks, that.
It's a bit old. I've known you absolutely years, yeah, but we've never done that because our circles have never really crossed. But I have to get you in with for all the madness you do on Instagram now.
Killing it.
It's just got to do it. Like, no, do you know what you are? Right. I like the positive vibe. We talked off camera about the things that I'm not happy about. But like,
you can talk about it if you want. I'm happy with it.
Well, you know. We said it.
On the edge,
We talked about like you're there giving these positive vibes, everything, and you've got a big blunt in your hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Boxing and smoking weed kind of don't clash.
If you look at Shannon Briggs and Zab Judah and quite a few athletes, they do. It's not a good example to set, and I don't recommend it. For me, it's not something I've done because I saw someone else doing it. I did it because it was like the only thing that gave me mental peace from my mental depression and suicidal thoughts that I was going through. So without that, I wouldn't have smoked it because I hated it. I went from 18 all the way up until now 30.
This is what I've always thought that you were.
I am against it. I've been against it, but when I got into that place, I tried everything. I tried everything I could possibly get my hands on. You know, I tried talking to people. I tried drinking. I tried everything I could possibly do, but it didn't seem to work. So I thought I tried this as a last resort, and it worked. And then I just clung onto it. So it became a bit too much. Now I've gone too much into it, but that's going to be put down now. I'm not addicted. I've got a target ahead of me, and I can't have that along with me in the goal because it's not going to help me row the boat faster.
Well, this is the thing, is that like, so I've seen all the stuff, everyone's offering you out, this, that, the other. You're offering everyone out who possibly can.
If it breathes, it's getting in.
It's just, you know what I mean, you've been slaughtering people, every fucking going at you, there's been the connotating thing. On my life now, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Oh no, it's not. No, it's not going to happen.
So
as well.
I draw a line under that. You know what I mean? That's just, you know what I mean? He's got his path. God bless him.
He doesn't want it. You know, we offered him crazy amounts that he's never been offered before. You know, all he ever did was play a game, and you know, I always thought that he always made me think that he was going to fight me, but he never ever did have any intention. And we made that clear because I actually offered him for a straightener. Just to get it done, because 2 years of bickering back and forth, we've been through it all. Do you know what I mean? At first it was a bit of fun, then it got really serious, then then obviously I got really angry. He's been upset quite a few times too with the stuff that I talk about, but eventually, you know, it comes to a point where we've been through it all now. Like, let's just put the fight on for everyone, because everyone's so engaged in it, it's so big. Let's just do it. And I've spoken to him on the level, and he still wasn't interested. So
I must admit, when that was announced the first time, right, and like, God bless Ginge, you know what I mean? I now met him. He's a nice geezer, and he can box.
He's alright, he's not too bad.
But when he's done that Ginger's dingers and that, I was just like, fuck, have a word with yourselves, you know what I mean? Honest to God. But the one fight that stood out was you versus Conazina. You're a mad swinger, you know what I mean? You can't. I know you can box, but you choose to do your madness, And Conor can definitely box. He's a good boxer, good toiling boxer.
Very good,
you know what I mean? Full respect to him. Right, so I was like, do you know what? That'll be all right.
Yeah, it would.
Then he got pulled out. You and Podmore. That was a good fight as well, you know what I mean? Because I like Podmore, you know what I mean?
Podmore's a beast. He's a beast, and like I underestimated him because I watched him fight the week before. And
I refereed it. I was there.
I got false confidence from that because when he fought that lad, Bam Bam, he was just kind of walking forward and just like a big strong guy. And I thought, he's going to walk into one of mine. But when the day when I'd done it and I had visualised it definitely landing, and obviously he kept his hands up. He was more cautious with me. He took a bit more caution with me, and I didn't expect that because I thought he didn't have that capacity.
Yeah, what you're going to think with like, so Bam Bam. I remember Bam Bam from back in my day when I was like just starting out. Bam Bam was one of the top boys from the Black Country. And
he was alright then back then.
He's I think he's older than me. I'm not sure, but like he's war rhythm. You know what I mean? He's done loads, and he's got his tricks. He knows what he's doing.
He's
You know what I mean?
himself around.
And I enjoyed that fight because it was like a rugged, old school heavyweight fight. You know what I mean? And then they've got you over the fucking corner.
Give it loads,
I'm going to Dan, just fucking don't ignore the fucking idiot.
Ignore him. You know what I'm like, because you're like, you have to ignore him, don't fight him to the excuse because he's going to get worse.
But, like, you know what I mean? Like that was a good fight. Like, I thought myself, right, we've already talked about this, that I thought that one.
Yeah, you thought
Bud Moore would it. And I'm a referee, so you know what I mean?
So you've got a good opinion. So you're picking a whole bit of water. I feel like with Podmore, having 4-stone advantage, and the fact that like I never prepared for him, preparing for someone bigger, you know, you get big guys to lean on you, and you know, I was fighting Connor, so I was preparing for him, and then obviously he broke his hand, so I thought, oh, what am I going to do? So I'm sitting there drinking, and I thought, oh, I'll just fight Podmore then. Do you know what I mean? And I went to watch him, full self-confidence. You know, pushed me behind the scenes. It really raged me, and I had to sit there. And I knew that if I had kicked off, it would have ruined the entire show. Now, obviously, there was a lot of stigma around that show for kicking off, and I didn't want to be the one to do it.
God's on your street, I expected someone to get absolutely.
Everybody did, yeah.
I honestly thought, and I was just like, you know what? Like, I've talked to Jim since and told him, you know what I mean, £100. Like, and I know that
was expensive, wasn't it? Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? You could have, well, you know, you're going to see Podmore for £100. The week before, you could have 35 quid. You get a meal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it was like that, but the one thing I do respect, he's got it done.
Yeah.
He's got it together. He's done it. He's mixed grime with fucking boxing. You know what I mean? I was just like fair. And you know what? I had to go fair play to you. He's got it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't see now why there ain't one already set. You know what I mean? Fightden have had theirs. Triple G have got theirs in October. Fight League have had theirs already. I've refereed it. You know what I mean? You know, Showdown have got one soon. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, why hasn't Ginger's Dinger's been pinned down?
It's many reasons, but at the end of the day, it's probably just. I mean, we are just normal guys. You know what I mean? We're just normal guys, normal blokes. We're not. This isn't our profession. This isn't our thing. I love fighting. I love boxing. I've been doing it all my whole life. I'm going to different shows and having different experiences. It's really difficult to give you a straight answer, but this is you guys having these sort of shows and these sort of places. That's somewhere you've done it like loads of times. We've done it there once, and that was our one-off thing. So it's not a regular procedure for us. So maybe things aren't as consistent. But it doesn't mean that what we ain't going to do isn't going to be good. Sometimes you do get even at the top level. Like when we're still waiting for the Fury fight, we're still waiting for these other fights that fall through. People get injuries. You know, it is when you realise when you actually get your hands onto it how actually difficult it is to coordinate. Bunch of guys that all agree to fight each other. I've never promoted
the show because I just look at it and go, fuck
it's
that.
Headache, man.
I'd rather just fucking get my head punched in.
Exactly.
Get that done. You know what I mean? That's my bit done. That's it.
Well, we've got some really good players on the team now. You know, we've got Bowser and JK and whatnot. So they you know, they speak for themselves. You know what I mean? I don't really need to, you know. So that if anyone can get it done with them.
No, well, do you know what? I've met Bowser and JK when they used to come down here, and they helped me with my 50 rounds. They come down and sparred me. I won't say JK. JK was very a good cheerleader. He had one round with me. I gave him a body shot, and he knows it. Like, and that was it. He never come back in again. He didn't want that smoke, but like, lovely bloke, and he proper.
He want that smoke. He's calling you out, Jane.
Know what that's going to say. God bless him, man. He was there. He was really giving me, like, you know what I mean? Giving me
it's really good. It really is
very positive. You know what I mean? But like Bowser come in, he impressed me immensely with his boxing. Really very skillful. Ginger impressed me, but the thing was that like, there was talk about me and Ginger fighting.
It's a bit about a bit of that, you know.
But we sparred, and I turned around to Bowser and goes, it'd be the shittest fight in the world because he's very similar to my style. So you've got two backwards fighters, and it just wouldn't gel. You know what I mean? It wouldn't gel. But I was quite impressed with how he went backwards. You know what I mean? He was quite good. Not as good as me.
Hey, no one's better than Dexter. Dexter, let me tell you something about Dexter. My mate loves Dexter. We used to go to the fighting area centre. And my mate goes, hey, when I was going to say the he's like, is Dexter going to be there? He likes Dexter more than me. You should know.
What we're talking about, well, what we're reminiscing, right? Let's reminisce about the first
time, you love this one.
First time we met. This young lad comes down to Paddy Street with my cousin Richard, right? You know what I mean? Never met him. He's there banging on a bag. I've just had a few rounds with Richard, my cousin, right? He goes, hey, do you want to spar Tombo? I'm like, Yeah, you wanna. Never met the geezer before. He gets in there, he tries to take my fucking head off. You know what I mean? In a ring that's no more than 8 foot fucking.
Yeah, there's a scoring, little
scorings. And
yeah, he moved out of the way, kept making me look silly. I just moving
he caught shadows. Actually, the shadow got out of the way.
You know what Dexter's like? He likes to draw people on and move out of the way and create that distance.
And to be honest, that was when I was in my prime. I was 40. I was 40. You know
I came to the gym and I was because Richard went with my cousin and we had a kid together. That's how I knew Richard. Richard's your cousin. So like, we went. Yeah, Richard's a good lad. He was getting ready for his fight. Come in there, trying to take him out. And that's what I used to spar. I used to spar everybody, just trying to just windmill the life. That's how I went through my first amateur career. I got to the West Midland final doing that. But yeah, when I got in there with Dexter, probably.
You also got this. I must admit, you also got called a disgrace. The disgrace of Birmingham.
Yeah, the Birmingham champion. He came up and that. He was all. I remember this one. He was all like proper, like the bee's knees and proper boxing, going the pads, like all the slips and everything. Everyone's thinking, nah, he's gonna ruin me. He's gonna ruin me. Same thing again. It happens every time. They just think damn shit. So when the bell went and I just ran at him and went boom, 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 and he went falling on the floor and everyone was like, no, and obviously I won the Birmingham title doing that, the Birmingham amateur title, and I went off
into the Midlands.
Yeah, I got through into the Midlands, so everyone was just like, nah, how did you do that? But they're powerful, man, like they're ugly, but they're really, really hard.
The amateur coaches from all were not happy with you. Representing Birmingham.
They were all going against me. There was all like him fucking throwing punches like that, fucking doing boom. And then I went to the West Midland final. I was with Noah Burton. He trains with he was in the final with us.
Oh, okay.
And I was bombing him. And then if the referee stops it, no, you can't do that. I was like, what do you mean I can't do that? I'm hitting him. Like, why can't I hit him? No, you're hitting him with the palm. You're hitting him with the palm. Well, if I throw a punch like this, I'm not intending to throw it with the palm. But if you come forward and it connects, I'm not going to get turned my fist punching him. So I was trying to have a debate with a referee mid-fight while I'm trying to focus on the fight, and he just ruined the fight for me. Wouldn't let me punch. Every time I started going and get momentum,
this is the thing. Is that see your style of boxing, it would never work in the amateurs. Yeah. Even you've done that. Like now, like let's move forward, right? Because like you had a big rest after the Malcolm Stowe fight. You know what I mean? And then you've come back, right? You've had a few. You had the one against Padmore, and now you've been just waiting. COVID's got in the way, the lockdown's got in the way. There's been
depression as well. Depression came because obviously I had a really good fight, loads of things happening with Padmore. Then I went away to Thailand with my missus, and then obviously I came back. Did I come back from? Was that before or after Thailand? No, it was before. I went to Thailand, came back. So I had a really good life at one point. Like with my missus, I was on top of the world. I do everything you planned. And then I had the fight, and then after the fight, COVID hit, and everything just went like that. And I went from like eating lobsters and not even lobsters, eating oysters and that in nice beach in there, and just like having a great feeling happy. You couldn't the inside happiness, and then gone from that to like everything being torn away, getting this girl pregnant, and just everything went plummeting. And it didn't feel like it was ever going to come out the other end of it. Honestly, it really didn't.
Well, mate, we've all, like, you know what I mean. I might not have been where, because no one can say they've been where you have. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
We all suffer.
I've suffered my trials and tribulations, and you can. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. I always say that. You know what I mean? And you know what, you seem to be coming. My only thing with you now is like the smoking, like, because as much as it's helping you, it will hinder you
100%, and it already has.
Because like, do you know what, you might think, I'm not so like aggressive, I'm not so upset when I'm on it, but when you start pulling away from it, paranoia, you know what I mean, if you've got mental illness, it just heightens
it. Maybe suppress it now for now, it might, and there's some more demons.
And especially the gear that's around these days, it's lethal.
Yeah, it's really strong,
Like, and I'm coming from my job, one of my old jobs was a drug and alcohol advisor, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I wouldn't say it if I haven't done it myself, you know what I mean? I was 80s, 90s raver, so fucking I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, you know what I mean? And I see, you know what I mean, now how mad it was, you know what I mean? I've got, thank God, I got food.
Your heart's in the right place, and you're not wrong, and I don't disagree with you. I don't at all. I entirely think that you want to see the best in people. You're thinking this is a major thing that you could stop, and that's prohibiting you. What are you doing this stuff? It's basically self-harm, really.
Yeah.
But I ain't doing it anymore. I'm fighting like Ty Mitchell, who's an absolute.
Right. So this fight's done.
This fight is as close to any fight being done than I've had in since a long time. So this fight's the one that's going forward. This is the fight that everyone wants to see. This is the fight that you know, no one believes I can win.
So this Ty Mitchell, he's turning pro. He's not a pro yet.
He used to be pro. He had a few fights when he was younger. He then had a street fight. Unfortunately, the big kid didn't come out of the fight alive. And then that's just how the street fights go sometimes. I don't think he done anything. He just one punch and then that.
It's more, do you know what? From doing the doors and that,
it's easily done.
A lot of people, and it's more not from the punch. It's from hitting the
hit
the head off a curb, off concrete. That's usually what.
That's his unfortunate story.
Yeah.
And now he's got, you know, the border said he can have his license in December, and I saw him post about like, oh, I'm gonna have a fight before December, and I thought, oh, you're unlicensed, because obviously I follow a lot of good fighters, and I'm trying to find the best fighter. I mean, obviously I was trying to get freeze my bones, but he flapped it. You know, as good as he is, and as good as whatever he is, you know, 1 minute he was asking for an opponent for that show. I volunteered for that show to fight him. He then says, oh, it's just, I don't, however you want to cut it, you flapped it. So now this kid isn't going to flap him. This guy is a beast, and he's looking for the best and biggest fights. He's an active fighter. He's basically, he could be like fringing on for world titles now. That's what he's talked about, to be kind of like on that sort of status, elitist level. But he's not got a license, so that's perfect for me, because I consider myself somebody that should be licensed, should be fighting professionally. So I feel like I could hang with them guys, and I feel like him, perfect opponent, a guy that. I feel like I can beat, but I don't think it'll be easy, and that's what I want. I don't want easy fights. I want a fight that's gonna, you know.
You have always accepted like the big fights. You even at one point asked to fight me, which you know I was absolutely madness. I
don't want to lose, though.
Tommy Hench wants to fight me.
I got your revenge.
Listen, me and Malcolm are fucking good, mate.
Nah, Malcolm got him right. Malcolm put him like, right, this is what happened. Malcolm got him, and then I was like, nah, I'll get him for you. I'll get him. And he was like, and then when he goes, no, you're not gonna beat Malcolm. You're like, again, you doubted me. They all doubted me. They all doubted me.
Do you know what? I didn't even film that fight for you. Well, I filmed it, and I told you then, I didn't think you would have round.
Yeah.
But it don't fucking matter, because the stoppage was, you know what, and Malcolm would even say, you know what I mean, Malcolm, but even that 6th round, Malcolm was winning it, and then he was, you did that, and I turned around and go, you threw 2 great punches in it.
The whole fight. That's all you need. That's all you need. The first straight punch of through it.
Jab, and then I was like, where the fuck's that come from? That's probably why you hit Malcolm, because he weren't expecting that.
Yeah, probably. If we can do it, we more.
But you know, like, thank fucking Malcolm come out of that. I must admit, that was one of the scariest times I've seen. Right, and you know, praise me and Malcolm. I think we had 2 more after that, like, and we won 1 each. I thought I won both of them, but you know, some fucking shit referees round, to say no more.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this Ty Mitchell one, right? So what are we looking at? I know you haven't got a date, but what?
5 rounds, 2s, 5 2s probably.
5 2s, yeah. 8 weeks time-ish.
Probably, yeah, end of October.
Is that
probably
what?
Around
is that the goal?
Probably. Well, yeah. I mean, he's got a fight in 2 weeks. He's got a fight. And I'll go and watch that, see what he's like. And then, as soon as people are ready, soon as the date they can get. Well, I need 8 weeks, so I'm telling you, I'll fight any man for 8 weeks training. You know, 8 weeks training camp, and I'll fight them 8 weeks.
Well, let's hope that.
So I'm ready. You know.
Who's Bowser's promoting it?
Everybody's really. I'm promoting it myself, really. And you think about it, everyone is. Just,
well, let's hope that he's getting the venue sorted out, and you know what I mean. You can get that done, because I think for your well-being as well, you need to get in this to get you off the fucking.
Trust me, yeah. Don't worry.
You're going to lose your fucking mind on that on that social media platform. You're going to lose your head.
I already have. What head do I have? The thing is, though, I'm making.
You're having massive conversations with people. I'm looking at you and going, "Fuck me, Tom. You're fucking wrecked." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That last couple of times,
you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. It's just a temporary thing. It's not something I've done in a long time, and it's not something that I'm going to go in the ring, walking down the ring like that. What are you saying, man? I'm gonna fight you. I'm not doing that. I am cute. I'm knocking on the head, and it's a shame that that a lot of people will see that and automatically discard me for that one reason. And I think that's a problem because people shouldn't be so sensitive.
I confronted you. I talked to you about it. Like, I was like, listen. Do you know what? Blah blah blah. Oh, this just really
it's bad for them. Like, I don't. You know what? At the end of the day, like, there's the people. I only want the people to like me for the people that match me. If they don't match my energy and they don't match my, you know, my what I want for my life and what I think is good for me, then you know that I'm not here to cater for people because I feel like if they don't like the fact that what I do, it's irrelevant. If I don't like this, that you got tattoos, but I'm not even going to tell you I don't have a tattoo.
Hell, right?
Oh, yeah, there you go. I mean, I've got tattoos. I love tattoos, but it's in it.
I always do.
Do you get what I mean? Like,
see the paranoia.
I don't like to. If you do something that I don't like. I mean, obviously, it's up to you. You do what you want, and that's how I feel. And I feel like people that feel as if like they won't respect me, or they won't watch my fights, or they won't tune into me because I smoke a spliff. Don't do it then.
No, but I haven't got anything against people doing what they want to do. But the thing is,
it's disrespectful to the sport.
Well, no, it's not even. Do you know what? It's not even that, right? It's that you have got a platform. Yeah.
Oh, so the influence that it made.
Right. So and I know you've got young kids that follow you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm coming from that point of view that now you've got some responsibility.
True.
That's what I'm saying.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you wanted to do whatever you like behind the scenes.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I fully accept your. I fully accept that because even though the bigger I get now, I have to be more conscious about what I'm putting out there. That's true, and I will. I think I don't want to come across like screaming and shouting all the time. But at the same time, that's how I feel, and I always feel like I just want to be me, and even if it's ugly, I'd rather people see the ugly, and because it's me, and I feel like that's what I want to put out there. But no, I do, but I do get like I don't really want to be giving people the wrong impression because I don't like the fact that a lot of girls do that, the OnlyFans stuff and all that. I don't mind them doing it, but I don't like the fact that they glorify it because that's influencing other young girls. If my niece or something saw some girl glorifying that and she decides, oh, I want to do that, I'd be furious. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be influencing young people at all because for me it's a medical necessity.
I want you to influence young people in a positive way. Yeah, you know what I mean? Gloves up, knives down.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
What we're doing, man.
Like,
it's really good.
All that, like, I had, you know what I mean? You've got that. I had my Save a Life, Drop the Knife.
Yeah.
When it really started for me, when what's his name? The kid from Warsaw. Warsaw Town at the boxing. I was there and I seen the madness. It was after that I was just thinking it can happen anywhere. And like I've got hundreds of pictures of Sam Egginton, all the professional boxers holding up the banner saying like it went a bit down, but like yous have brought me back into the fold, and hence why I'm doing the 60 rounds, and hence why you're going to do a few rounds.
Of course,
this is the real thing. Can you deal with this?
Let's see, revenge. We're going to get this one down in history. I'm going to land a couple of nice ones.
I'm looking at it. When you do, we'll make sure we get it on film. We can have a still of it.
I want to miss though. I want to miss.
Honest to fuck, do you think I'm going to get anywhere near any?
Oh man, I'm training now. I'm training you.
Big fucking ringing now. It's ain't paddies.
There's no need for air conditioning. I've got the air conditioning.
Slip inside, man. I use you as a fan. You know what I mean? You can call me up. I'll have 2 rounds with you. You can just call me up. You know what I mean?
Call me up.
You get one more in after you. You know what I mean? But like, you know what I mean? It's fantastic that you've offered to help. You know what I mean? Ginger said he's going to do some. Bowser said, and I respect that. You know what I mean?
But next thing, you love boxing. You love boxing. You are better than Bunsey. You know, Bunsey loves boxing, yeah? But his voice gets on my tits. And it's like, oh, that's really good, that boxing. And he's just, but you love boxing pure like he does. Like that's why when he was a comparison, because he loves it. You absolutely love it. You got almost respect for it. You look at all the people that put the most work in, the professionals, the real dogs, the ones that. And when you do appreciate them, it is hard to kind of appreciate this low-level sort of stuff with, like, you know, with other fighters and stuff.
The thing is that's what, because I look at like Shaq. I've been there from day dot, from when he turned pro. Right, I was his first interview.
Oh, right.
You know, from that. Soggy turned around to me and goes, got two lads coming up from the pros. I goes, yeah, send them the finger. Like
I've got a story about Shaq. You know when I first sparred him, he was pretty much the same. I used to go in the ring windmilling him and he used to be in the corner doing this. And he's offered time for time. And if I do go down there, he's going to get revenge. He's really going to put it up with man. He's going to remember them days.
I will tell you now, right, I had 2 rounds with Shaq, right, and it was I thought, do you know what? You know, yeah, he's big, he's tall. Yeah. You know what? I'm awkward as fucking. With someone like me. 30 seconds, I'm getting my head pinged off. I've just turned it to. I'm walking in, I'm double jabbing like that.
You're that good now.
Oh mate, I've even said to him right here, you are my favourite boxer.
No way, no way.
Yeah.
He's a good one to have. He's so nice as well.
He lost his British title, you know what I mean? And that was just one of them things. The geezer got him. I've been got. Stowe got me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you do lose some.
You know what I mean? Duffy got me. I'll give Duffy an education until he hit me. Until he hit me, because he hits hard, you know what I mean? But the thing is that he got then, but he's come back, and I can see Shaq going.
Yeah, all the way.
All the way, you know what I mean? Have we got anything to say to all your fucking Instagram followers out there and all your fans?
I'll just say thank you to everybody. You know, I mean, whether you hate me or love me, like you're watching, appreciate it. You know what I mean? And you know, just support whoever you want and enjoy everything that I do and everything in life. Just enjoy your life. I don't know what to say to everyone. Just that's it really. Just live your life, do what you want to do, and just don't take or hurt people or take advantage of people or rob and cheat and all them sort of things, you know what I mean? Just be the best person you can be and die.
On that point, everyone, Tommy Hench, Tom. Madness. Well, what a great chat there with Mr. Tommy Hench. As mad as I fucking remember him. He's got a good heart. He's you know what I mean. He's trying to do positive things, and that's brilliant. We had a good conversation about the way he conducts himself, like with stuff like that. But I think he needs a fight for himself. Hopefully Bowser and his promoters can get him the one against Ty Mitchell, and they can get that sorted. Him and Conantini, that ain't never going to happen. Connor's going off on his thing and Tom's doing his thing, so never the twain should meet, and I think we should all stop talking about that. But him, Ginge and the rest of them are the next generation, even though Tom's started off in my generation. They're the next generation, they're taking it forward, they're taking it all onto social media, they're getting all the hype and all that, and good luck to them. You can get some money out of it, you know what I mean, and raise awareness, especially about knife crime and stuff like that. Fair play to them. They're all helping me in my 60 rounds of sparring, so I'll thank them all for that from the bottom of my heart, right? If you want to donate, there's a Fund Me page, links there, but God bless to Tommy Hench, and I hope he does well in his fight, and he keeps doing what he's doing in a positive manner.
Your people are saying untouchable rules. Mr. I don't know. Man, I think in the game in the bike is blue. Mr. I don't know. Man, I push on go for the Kenyan crew. Mr. I don't know. And man, stand by your side, cause you got the juice. Mr. I don't know. Mr. I don't know. Mr. I don't know. No. Mr. I don't know. Mr. I don't know. No. Mr. I don't know. Mr. I don't know. Yo. Mr. I don't know. Mr. I don't know.